Welcome to Today of All Days, episode 46.
They gather no moss. Today is Wild Wednesday, June 12th, 2017, and today we're going to get down to business with
Internet-wide Day of Action for Net Neutrality. Net neutrality is the idea that internet providers should not be able to control what we see and do online.
As we speak, internet providers are lobbying the FCC and Congress to end net neutrality. These providers include Comcast, Verizon, Time Warner Cable, and at&t.
Ending net neutrality would make it where you would have to pay your internet service provider for the Facebook package or the Netflix package, and that would just be kind of an example. However, they could make little packages just like with cable television and bundle them together, and you only get what you pay for as far as packages go. Just like, oh, we get the sports channel, that would be Facebook and Instagram. Oh, well, we get the poker channel or HBO. Oh, well, now you get Twitter and Reddit.
Man, Reddit would probably end up being pay-per-view. They would effectively be charging for access to popular websites. They would also be able to throttle the speed at which you access certain sites. Let's say that they made your connection really slow when you were trying to connect to Facebook. Now you're upset because you would get tired of waiting for the page to load, and Facebook would be upset because they make money from people accessing their site.
Internet service providers could bully popular sites like Facebook into paying large amounts of money just so they would have a good connection speed when people wanted to access their site.
Having the internet the way that we want it is something that we should fight for. We all rely on access to many different sites in order to stay close to family, to work, and to be entertained. We would like to urge you to do something about this by going to www.battleforthenet.com.
They have loads of information and ways to fight the end of net neutrality. So we would like to urge you guys, if you enjoy YouTube, not just our channel, but any channel, if you enjoy going on Facebook and you enjoy going on Twitter and Instagram, please, this involves you and this affects you directly because you could end up getting charged $9.99 a month just to go on Facebook for something that you're already able to do just because you enjoy doing it.
And you already pay for your internet in the first place.
So once again, that's www.battleforthenet.com. Please do something about it.
And with that, it's time for
Today in History. In 1962, the Rolling Stones performed for the first time as a group at the Marquee Jazz Club in London.
Their first album, entitled Rolling Stones, was released 2 years later in 1964, and it spent 12 weeks as the #1 album in the UK.
Rolling Stones 2, their second album, as the name implies, stayed in the #1 spot for 10 weeks.
And the Rolling Stones held their largest concert back in 2006 at the Copacabana in Rio de Janeiro with an attendance of 1.5 million fans. And this was the 4th largest concert in the world.
And with that, we would like to tone it back just a little bit to a time where things weren't as complicated, where net neutrality and the Rolling Stones and what's popular and what's not popular really didn't matter. Today, we get to celebrate a very special holiday, and that day is Simplicity Day. Now, there are many, many different ways that you can celebrate this holiday, whether that's going to your mom's house and baking a batch of cookies with her,
or maybe just winding down with a nice bubble bath.
There's so many different things that we do on a daily basis that affect our lives, and I feel like they induce stress. And they just take everything to a much more complicated level than it needs to be. Whenever it comes down to it, You have yourself, you have your life, you have your loved ones that are around you, and sometimes it's alright for that to be okay. And most of the time, that's all you actually need.
So why not pop in your favorite album, go online and sign a petition or two, and wind on down on this day.
Today of all days.
Today of all days.
And we will see y'all tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.